The Statue of Liberty is beating its trade war drums. The Great Wall of China is responding to the tune, marching tempo for tempo.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. We're going to make it wealthy, good and wealthy. For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations near and far, both friend and foe alike.
"中国经济是一片大海，而不是一个小池塘。大海啊，有风平浪静之时，也有疯狂宇宙之时。没有疯狂宇宙，那就不是大海了。狂风骤雨可以掀翻小池塘，但不能掀翻大海。经历了无数次狂风骤雨，大海依旧在哪儿？经历了5000多年的艰难困苦，中国依旧在哪儿？面向未来，中国将永远在这儿。中国经济是一片大。
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting moment on The Political Outsider. Trade wars, tariffs, and trillion-dollar economies at stake. Let's delve into the intensive rivalry between the world's two biggest economies, the United States and China, in a story that has reshaped global trade. Today, we are unpacking the heated trade war that started years ago and has now escalated with Trump's era's trade, Chinese retaliation, and a battle of economic titans. It all began when President Donald Trump proposed a 34% tariffs on Chinese import to take effect from the 9th of April, accusing China of unfair trade practices. The goal: to protect American industry and bring back manufacturing jobs. But China did not take this lightly. They fought back. China retaliated with 34% tariffs of its own, targeting key American exports and halting sales of critical minerals to the United States. The tariff will come to effect on the 10th of April. Things began getting sour with some Republicans opposing Trump's tariff plan on China. But the stakes didn't stop there. In response, Trump requested China to recall the tariff or at least reduce them. When that didn't happen, he doubled down with a massive 50% additional tariff, bringing the total to 104% on Chinese imports. At this point in time, the war seems to be getting interesting. Chinese President Xi Jinping addressed the nation, sending a clear message. China will not bow to pressure. He emphasized that China is investing in its future, technology, infrastructure, and innovation in ways that no amount of tariff could disrupt it. According to Newton's third law of motion, action and reaction are equal and opposite. China reacted with a 50% tariff, bringing the total to 84%. Just when things couldn't get more intense, Trump raised the US tariff again, this time adding 19%, making it to 125%. But in a sudden twist, he paused further tariff increase for 90 days, opening the doors to negotiation with over 70 other nations, China excluded.
Mr. Trump accused Beijing of showing a lack of respect by retaliating. So these are the tariffs that took effect on Wednesday, affecting dozens of countries. However, just hours after their implementation, President Trump announced all those would be paused for 90 days and rolled back to a baseline of 10%.
So, what does this mean for you? The trade war didn't just impact the economies of the US and China. It sent ripple effect across the globe, from rising consumer price to supply chain disruption. It also sparked debates about globalization, economic independence, and the future of international trade. The European Union has also responded. While trying to negotiate on a fair deal, they have kept all options. And they would be imposing a 25% tariffs on US goods, as you can see from the chart.
Zero for zero tariffs for industrial goods, as we have successfully done with many other trading partners, because Europe is always ready for a good deal, so we keep it on the table.
In Luxembourg, her trade commissioner said he'd spend hours telling his US counterparts that the EU could reduce tariffs to zero on a range of goods if the US agreed to do the same.
The Russian embassy in Kenya reacted with this meme. Well, I thought it was just a meme until I had to search online to see that Russia has actually watched it. Wow! Russia, a man who is under intense sanction, has nothing to do with the trade war, so he is watching from the sideline. As we wrap up, let's summarize the trade war. US imposed a 20% tariff on China. China watched it from the sideline, promised to react. US imposed another 34%, bring it to 54%. China levied a 34% on US goods. US added another 50%, bringing it to a total of 104%. China imposed a 50%, making it 84%. The US again added 19%, making it 125%. As we now stand, it is 125% for China and 84% for the United States. As the trade war heightens, we are going to see who will back down. There's a saying that he will laugh last, laugh the best. But also the counter says that he will laugh last, do not initially understand the joke. Let us see who will laugh last and laugh best, or who will laugh last but do not understand the joke. The trade war between the US and China is more than just a clash of economies. It is a battle of ideologies, strategies, and visions for the future. And while tariffs were meant to protect, they also showed how interconnected the world is, and the tariff seems to be tearing the world apart. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. And if you want to know how China became the global economy, please just click the next button because it is coming up right in the next video. Well, at the point of concluding this video, there is a breaking news coming in. China has raised tariff on US goods to 125%. President Trump has said he respects Xi because Xi is a very smart leader and he will make the right decision for his country and that he will come around to negotiate. But there is a saying in China, Tai women de Chungguo bu Jiangjia, which translates to we do not negotiate in our China. So, as it now stands, it is 140% for the US against China and 125% on the Chinese side against US. This is where we are. Who will back down?